Did China just ban all cryptocurrencies? The short answer is no. Now, there's a lot of FUD going on regarding China currently occurring, and we have to be able to recognize that China has already been able to ban cryptocurrencies many, many times before previously. So is it something to be super alarmed of? No. And is the fact that Bitcoin is extremely volatile because of this news and because of Elon Musk's tweet and all of this stuff? Oh my God, barely anything moved the market. Why did it move so much? Is that something to be alarmed of as well? No, because Bitcoin was already volatile over the past year. It rose up dramatically. Welcome, everybody. My name is Michael, and today... Welcome to cryptocurrency. Yeah, Bitcoin has had a little bit of a rough patch. We went down to surprisingly $30,000, $30,200 from over $40,000 earlier. So very fascinating how quickly everything tumbled down, but we are on a better path now, currently at $35,000, $36,000 at the time of this recording. Everything is down. Shiba Inu is down quite a lot. It's down like 45% at the current moment over the past 24 hours. So yeah, I went onto the Shiba Inu subreddit for the first time. Everyone's like, yeah, diamond hands. Reminds me of Wall Street Bets GameStop. I'm kind of happy in a little bit of a way. It's kind of masochistic, I guess you could say, because my portfolio is in the red, but I did cash out a fair amount of my money over the past few weeks because I was a little bit skeptical, and it's always the logical decision. As it continues to rise up, Bitcoin continue to go up 5, 10, 15% increments. You know, I'd cash out a little bit here, cash out a little bit there, and it would hurt because I'd tell myself, well, what if it happens to hit $70,000, $80,000, $100,000? But it's always better to err on the safe side, which is exactly what I guess I'm happy that I did now, because Bitcoin just managed to crash because of a few tweets from Elon Musk. There was a rumor, or I guess a news story rather, because this did happen, how China's banning Bitcoin, China's banning cryptocurrency. But if you remember, 2017, Neo, that was a pretty exciting project, and everyone's like, oh my God, Neo and Cardano. Cardano 88 was the Japanese Ethereum, and Neo was the Chinese Ethereum. People were comparing it to, Ethereum at the time, and ICOs got banned in China in 2017. So suddenly all the Chinese projects, and Neo had so much potential, and it kind of fell off a cliff. Now, it still is around today, I believe, but I remember how China has always been banning, and it's kind of a meme at this point. They're always banning cryptocurrencies. There's different reasons for why they're banning ICOs or why they're banning this, but you have to remember that China is a country that isn't, you have to be very careful with your words here. How do I say it? Well, they're becoming very powerful. They're probably going to be the United States of America within the coming decades, both in terms of manpower, which in fact they've already beaten, but in the sheer scales of economy, they're going to beat America pretty soon. They're taking over the world, but there's a few things that have made their government, they just work a little bit differently. So you have to remember that it's not just cryptocurrency, but outside they've also banned Facebook. They've banned, there's a bunch of topics that I unfortunately can't discuss because they're adult content, but you can kind of think of what's adult content. They've banned that. They have the Great Firewall. They have every mobile device kind of connected, so the government is able to send all the data to their phones, and it's super convenient because in a way they're going to have the digital yuan, and you're able to go into any grocery store, into any convenience store, and purchase whatever you want. But you have to keep in mind that they want to have control over cryptocurrency companies that are based in China and exchanges, and there's a few exchanges that you're going to say like, well, what about Binance? What about these other companies? Aren't they Chinese? Technically, yes. Technically, no, because they're not registered in China, mainland China. No, China didn't just ban crypto again. Here's what really happened. And there's been a lot of articles that recently came out that, oh my God, this is because of China and their banning of cryptocurrency. And that's why we're seeing this at the moment. Binance Coin 360, Ethereum below 2,500, Bitcoin's doing a little bit better, but still 37,700. We're seeing red all over the marketplace, and some of the top losers of today, Una said, oh, it's actually up a little bit, but the top losers 38.8% down, and the top losers over the past last 7 days internet computer, and it's back in the top 10. Rather surprising, but wow, it's priced at $122 when not long ago it was at $400. Of course, very overpriced internet computer, and Shiba Inu, we made videos about that. In a joint statement from the National Interest Finance Association of China, the China Banking Association, and the Payment and Clearing Association of China, that's a mouthful, the institutions appeared keen to remind firms that they must not provide crypto saving, trust, or pledging services or issue financial products related to crypto assets. Reports that China has enacted a fresh cryptocurrency ban appear to be somewhat wide of the mark. Companies in the nation are barred from offering crypto-related services to their clients. The statement added that it was illegal for financial institutions and payment companies to offer their clients related services to cryptocurrency, such as registration, trading, clearing, and settlements. But the headline writers of most of the Chinese media outlets mentioned above noted that the statements were made in a bid to prevent the risk of cryptocurrency trading speculation, to dampen hype, and that the central bank used very similar wording to preface its own post. Reuters, however, also reported on the issue but appeared to have understood that a fresh ban had been put in place. 3 dumb things happened within the last hours. Reuters wrote a misleading article on China banning, people retweeting Reuters and believing it, and a market dump on the Reuters news. China didn't just ban cryptocurrency, it's reiterating an anti-speculation law from years ago. And this has been happening all over the years that we've been in cryptocurrency. Just like Bitcoin is dead every single year, China is banning cryptocurrency again. They didn't really ban it. The one nation that could be close to that is India, of course. Commenters reacted angrily, accusing Reuters of spreading FUD. This is coming from some industry associations, not the central bank or the regulatory body. Ethereum dived from $3,550 to $3,291 and now below $2,500. Bitcoin fell from $45,500 to as low as $30,200. In September of 2017, Beijing exacted a sweeping cryptocurrency crackdown, forcing cryptocurrency exchanges to close and outlying ICOs. And that's why a lot of these crypto exchanges moved across to the Seychelles or the Caribbean or Singapore or wherever they're located, right? The nation has not barred individuals from holding cryptocurrency assets, and OTC trade is still going on strong. Rather than imposing any new regulations, the bodies underlined that Chinese judicial practices stated that crypto transactions are not protected by the law, meaning that investors are solely responsible for any crypto losses incurred in investments. So the news was just taken out of context, I guess. And that, in combination with what Elon Musk said, which if we just go back a few days to our Bitcoin, ouch. Hey, cryptocurrency experts, ever heard of PayPal? It's possible. Maybe that I know, then you realize about how much. Maybe that I know more. There we go. Missing a word, more than you realize about how money works. Bitcoin is actually highly centralized, with the supermajority controlled by a handful of big mining companies. And this is interesting that he's still supporting Dogecoin, because Bitcoin's less centralized than Dogecoin. Dogecoin has, 60-70% of its entire circulating supply in the hands of a few billionaires. That's it. A single coal mine in Xinjiang flooded, almost killing miners, and Bitcoin hash rate dropped 35%. Sound decentralized to you? Well, sure, a lot of the energy is coming from China because electricity is a lot cheaper there, and the production of the equipment, the graphics processing units, and labor, everything's cheaper. But the banking system is also centralized. PayPal is very centralized. Sure, Bitcoin is not as decentralized as people make it out to be, but the other projects that were inspired because of Bitcoin, that's why there is a lot of mass adoption, and there has been over the past year. It's not just Bitcoin, it's Ethereum, it's all these decentralized apps, and hopefully there's going to be more and more use cases as we go more into the future. I'm not really sure what Elon wanted to do here. Some people say it's market manipulation. Well, we'll just have to see. Now, is it a time to sell or buy, or I have no idea. Nobody really knows. But if you're not in a sound financial position currently, I wouldn't be buying the dip. That's for sure. If you're not able to. If you believe in Bitcoin, if you have a lot of cash on hand, go ahead, be my guest.
So thanks so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Thank you very much for coming on board today. Whatever's going to happen with Bitcoin, with cryptocurrency, hold on for the ride, because it's always been very volatile. I mean, Bitcoin has risen up incredibly. Remember when it was at $4,000 last March 2020? Yeah, well, it hit almost an all-time high of $64,802, I believe, is the all-time high. We've achieved many great things. Ethereum almost was at $5,000. Is the bull run over? Maybe, maybe not. We will see. But right now, it is a pretty heavy correction. If you believe in Bitcoin for the long run, you're still going to stay in it. If you don't have money, you should have better prepared yourself over the past few months. And hopefully newbies take this as a lesson for the next cycle, or if this cycle is going to continue right now, to better be aware of what's going on with their financial portfolio. Do they have an emergency fund? Do they have enough money to be able to sustain their crypto holdings hodling for years? If you think, yeah, let me just buy the dip, and then you buy the dip and it continues to dip and you ran out of money, well, you didn't prepare yourself well enough. Ultimately, if you only lost a few $100s, you don't have to worry. It's not that much money, and you also don't have to worry if you're an absolute whale, because you already got millions of dollars stashed away somewhere. It's the people that are hurt in between that have, unfortunately, some people invested their life savings, and hopefully this will be a very painful eye-opener for them. The ones I really feel for are those who are margin trading, and they can't simply hodl on. When the market tanks, so does their portfolio, and suddenly they end up owing a lot of money. So that's why margin trading, you have to be very, very careful with what you're doing. And that's it for today's video. See you guys in tomorrow. Hopefully everything goes well. Have a great one. Bye.